What is going on, fitness coaches? Welcome to another episode of the Change Lives Make Money Online Trainer podcast. It's your boy, Brian Mark. And in today's episode, I'm joined by some of my rock star clients. We are in the 10K mastermind. These clients are making anywhere from $5,000 to $25,000 a month. And yeah, we're excited to break down some fucking shit today. Hopefully I have some answers for your guys' questions that don't suck. So without further ado, you guys know what's up. If you're new to the PODCHATS, all you got to do before you ask your question, you have to tell me a win. So without further ado, Mr. fucking Paul Casey, you're first up in the docket. How's your day going, brother?
It's been a great day so far. Appreciate you, brother. It's your best day ever. Hey, I would say my win was my call with you yesterday.
Hell
That
yeah.
was fucking badass. That made my whole week, bro.
Hell yeah, bro. I love that.
So my question, so I'm at the tail end of content mastery.
Yep.
And you're talking about I'm really been working on like breaking down my content so I can make better content and really tap into the market I want to tap into. And something you talked about was, what was I wearing? That's one of the questions we ask when breaking down that content, right?
Yep.
What would be like your suggestion on like the best way to like test that? Should I do like the same exact video with 3 different outfits, or should I do like, because I can look at it, I can see, okay, sometimes this video in a tank top did well, but then a similar type of video in a t-shirt went well. So I don't really understand how the best way to break that down, and I would like some suggestions, please.
Yeah. So the way that I view it, bro, is like the first thing I ask myself is who am I trying to attract? Right. So, like, as an example, like if I'm trying to attract moms that are looking to lose 5 to 10 pounds, like doing videos in tank tops is going to attract the wrong type of woman. It's going to attract women that like want me for my fucking muscles. So it's
Yeah.
like, I got to think through those lenses. Right. So the first question I have to ask you is who are you trying to attract?
Moms.
Moms. Okay, great. So like
The right type of moms.
the right type of moms. Exactly. So I would be doing videos if I had your business. Like most of my videos would probably be in a t-shirt, like a form-fitting t-shirt. Like I'd want to look professional. I want to look good. I want to look like approachable. You know what I'm saying? So that would be the first thing that I would take a look at. Second thing I would do is like I don't necessarily experiment with outfits, but what I do is I look at my videos that are outliers and top performers, and I ask myself, like, what was it about this video that made it a top performer? That's why I started spiking my hair in all my videos, is because like those videos tend to do better than when I have a hat on. And now I want to make hat videos hit because I like wearing a fucking hat, but that's besides the point. But like I noticed that, and so I doubled down on it. So I would say the first lens that you should look through wouldn't be like, should I wear a tank top or a t-shirt? It should be who am I trying to attract? And then I want to dress the part for that person. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Cool.
Thank you. That's all I
You're
got for
welcome.
you.
Anything else?
Nope.
All right,
Appreciate you,
bro.
brother.
It was great to connect with you yesterday.
Hell yeah.
I'm happy we got to vibe out. Talk to you soon.
That was dope.
Peace. What's up, fucking D? What's up,
Oh,
brother?
yeah. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing fucking great, bro. How are you?
Bro, I'm all right. A little frustrated. And I'm gonna say why, because this past month, I've booked a total of 22 calls, and I have 3 more this upcoming week. So my call volume average has gone up since I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 podcasts that we talked about this.
Yep.
And I'm booking at least 5 to 7 from 3 to 5, which
That's
is
great.
good. I'm fucking
Yep.
yeah, I'm hype about that. But my issue is that a lot of these leads, a lot of these people that I'm hopping on calls with, they're just not buying, right? And I've gone through everything. Like I forgot to mention this to you, but I bought Jeremy Miner's sales program like months ago, and I was meeting up with his like his top salesperson, and we were doing one-on-one role play calls for a week for like a month and a half straight. So
Yeah.
I've been role playing, doing everything possible this past month to make sure that like my sales is even more dialed in, right?
Yep.
So within the DMs, I've also been sending out my VSL, which is something new that I've implemented. I'm asking them, what they're doing for the job. All of them are working, but with what they're doing with the job, they're saying that they're willing to invest. I'm still hopping on these calls, and these people are saying that, they don't have any money to invest. And I'm like, I take them through the objection, but they're still not, they're still not buying. So
Yeah. So when you say they're not buying, I need to know numbers. So like 22 calls, how many of those calls showed up?
So 22 calls, 19 of them showed up.
Yep. What was your conversion rate?
I'm sitting at 4 to 19 right now.
4 to 19. So that's like less than 25%.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first thing I would take a look at is like, I've been on sales calls with you, so I don't think that the sales call itself is the problem. I would be shocked because like I did a sales call with you and it was the best one I've ever had. So I don't think sales calls is the problem. So the next thing that I would look at would be the DMs. But again, I've seen how you do DMs, and I don't think DMs is the problem. So the thing that I look at beyond DMs is the quality of the leads coming in. And the quality of the leads coming in has everything to do with the content. So I would actually be looking at, I think this is like most likely a marketing issue, because just because we can get more calls doesn't mean that people are going to buy your stuff, especially if our content isn't speaking to our ideal client that actually has fucking money. As an example, like if you do like a workout tutorial, you're like, stop doing this bicep exercise for this variation, whatever. Like that is universally relatable. That's also universally relatable to people that are 19 years old and have no fucking money, that are just working out and want to look like you. So who is the ideal client that you are hoping to attract?
So any guy that's 25 and up and that's single, has like a high paying job, just a single professional man. But so I didn't even notice this, but I had a restriction on my account in terms of who can follow me. And I think it was 20, you had to be like 22 and up.
Mhm.
So everybody that's following me is like either in the late 50s, 60s, or like 30s or something like that.
Okay. So again, I'm going to come back to, we're going to go into content. We're going to go into pain, because like people are not going to purchase your stuff unless they're in enough pain. The reason anybody buys anything is because they're in pain. They need to get out. So if your content isn't speaking specifically to people's pain that they're in, that they're looking to get out of, then I don't think they're going to show up to the call as motivated to take action as you want them to be. So like now that we know how to get views, that's good. But like I think it's worth dissecting and taking a look at your content and seeing like, so you're telling me that your ideal client is somebody that is professional, got a job, 25 plus, and it has a high paying professional job, correct? That's what you're saying?
Yeah, and he's single.
Okay. So if that's the case, then let's take a look at your content. Let's see who you're speaking to. We're just going to watch your videos and like, we're going to ask ourselves the question, like, does this speak to that person? Because like part of business, bro, is like, you need to know which problem to solve, because if you spend too much time solving the wrong problem, like you're not going to get anywhere. And like, I think you have likely thought that this is a sales issue, but like, I'm almost guaranteeing you that this is a content issue. So now that I know who your ideal client is, let's see if your content speaks to that person.
If you're trying to get jacked shoulder, because I guarantee you are.
One sec.
Deal this shoulder routine if you're trying to get jacked shoulder, because I guarantee you are missing all the gains by not doing this. Your shoulders have two different muscle fibers. Roll twitch, which is higher endurance and a higher. This is how we got my client Adam to lose 30 pounds in 3 months. And I guarantee you are making the same mistake. When Adam and I first started working with you, I'm looking for 5 men who lose 15 to 30 pounds in the next 30. Stop saying you can't invest into your fitness goal when you're eating out 4 times per week, going out to grab drinks with the boys every single. So do you prefer a dad bod or a guy that goes to the gym and is lean and toned?
I definitely prefer a guy that like goes to the gym and is like pretty
Stop doing your bicep curls. Stop doing your shoulder.
So do you see any of this content speaking to the demographic that you told me that you're trying to attract? Any of it?
No.
Right? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like here, I'm going to show you how you can start changing up this fucking language. Check this out.
Deal this shoulder routine if you're trying to get jacked shoulder.
Listen, if you want to make more sales and make more money, if you're at work and you don't look the fucking part, like you're missing out. So like this shoulder routine is going to help you fill out them fucking t-shirts. So when you walk into a room, people take you a little bit more seriously.
This is how we got my client Adam to lose 30 pounds in 3 months.
This is how we got my client Adam, who's a manager at fucking whatever the fuck, and to lose 30 pounds, even while running his busy schedule. Blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
I'm looking for 5 men who lose 15 to 30 pounds.
I'm looking for 5 men who have 5 career-driven men who are busy with their careers, but they want to lose 5 to 10 pounds in the next 30 days. If that's you, comment me below.
Stop saying you can't invest into your fitness goal.
So like, you understand what I'm saying? I want to fucking go to Dawson, and we're going to watch some of his videos, and I hope that he's been doing it recently, because it would be funny if he wasn't.
If you have those annoying man boobs that keep pushing out of your work shirts, here's 3 exercises you need. If you take a cable, losing weight is hard, but do you know what's harder? Turning 30 and losing your breath every time you walk up a flight of stairs.
Get it?
If you're 20 pounds overweight, stop swinging with.
Let's see. Who else does this really fucking well? Clayton does this really well. Clayton's the best at this, I think.
Stop doing this one exact exercise, busy moms, if you struggle to get rid of your bat wings. Do this exact exercise, busy moms, to help you decrease flab in your back and to get tone. You probably aren't losing your mom pooch because of this one mistake.
So it's like he knows his avatar inside and out, and he's using the words that they're using to describe their pain. Who else does this really fucking well? I feel like those are enough examples. I would scroll through some of Dawson's content and watch how he like interjects and like put some of those words and those language in. But you definitely need to start speaking to, like, don't get me wrong, D, like you figured out content. All right. So like I'm gonna give you credit because like your content is hitting a lot harder. But there's awareness content, which I would define these as like awareness content because this content's gonna get views, right?
Right. Yeah.
So like that's good. So keep doing that content. But like you need to work on your conversion content. And like conversion content is like content that's like targeted specific at your avatar. Like
This is how we got my client Adam.
This is how we got my client Adam, who has a fucking busy ass career, to get to the gym with 45-minute workouts and lose 30 pounds in only 12 weeks. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like
absolutely.
that messaging though, like you have to take that messaging into fucking everything. You have to take that messaging into your content. You got to take that messaging into your stories. You got to take that messaging into your live streams, like across the board. You need to take that messaging literally into everything, which is why like when I'm doing my social proof, D, I try to like either like sometimes I'll say they're from Calgary, or sometimes I'll say they're like 21-year-old D makes fucking $25,000 a month. So that like anyone that's 21 that's watching that, it's like, oh, I can relate with that. And so you want to kind of put elements of, you know, and when you're sharing social proof, elements of your client's story that could be relatable to somebody. Or if you're sharing like a value video, you want to interject language into those pieces of content so that their ideal client knows it's for them. Like an example is like I have awareness-based content, D, that's like, if you want to get more views, do this. If you want to get more followers, do this. But I also have conversion-based content that's like, if you're an online fitness coach and you want to hit $10,000 a month, steal this content schedule. So like that's the balance between awareness and conversion. And right now you're doing mostly awareness content, which is getting you the views, but you're not signing clients because you're not speaking to your clients.
Got you.
Does that make
Got you.
sense?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Cool.
Okay. That's cool. And then what's Dawson's Instagram handle?
It's Dawson, built by Dawson.
Cool. Cool.
Built by Dawson. Yep. So go study go study Clayton's and watch their content, and then start interjecting some of the language of the people that you're trying to attract into your content. The last thing I'll say is like with conversion content, like give them a fucking shitload of value. Like give these people so much value in your videos that they feel like they need to get on a call with you, because your workout content's good, but like we need to diversify. You can't just be the workout guy that shows people how to get fucking juicy.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Is that helpful?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. You don't have a sales problem. It's a content problem.
Okay. Will do. Appreciate it.
Bro. Maximus, what's up?
What's up, G?
How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Best day of my fucking life.
Win this week would be committing to posting 2 times a day. So I've got 14 real, or I guess however many left for the rest of the week, all cooked up. It's going to be the new normal. So that last one, like these question there, I feel like kind of ties into mine a little bit. But I was wondering if you could maybe just ask me some like probing questions, or just like kind of pick my brain a little bit. I just feel like I'm like spinning the wheels. I'm just not booking a lot of calls. I've been sending way more DMs than I usually do. Like I send out like 50 to 60 a day. I'm getting between like 10 to 15 responses like on a good day. Like yesterday I got 5 people to respond and I sent out 60. So I don't know. I'm wondering if there's like something I'm missing, something I'm not putting enough time into. I don't know if that's too broad of a question, or if you kind of get my gist.
Well, how many calls are you booking per week right now?
This week I have none. Last week I had 3, and 2 of them were re-signs. Week before that I had 4. So I would say probably on average like 3 to 4. But like this week I don't have any. So
okay. Call to action schedule. What does that look like?
Mondays I'm trying to do a hard CTA, and then Thursdays like a soft, like CTA videos. I'm getting better at them, trying to get better at them.
Yeah.
But I just can't get people to comment like for an ebook, like a workout thing or a nutrition like plan or stuff like that. So I don't know. My CTAs are dry. Like I did a case study post on Sunday night, the 24-hour story shit.
Yeah.
Didn't get a single DM. I get like maybe 1 or 2 people to respond to like, so like when I do a Thursday CTA like video for an ebook, I'll put it up on my story, like the video with a poll, like who wants the ebook. I get like maybe 2 responses on that. So
how many clients do you have right now?
17.
Okay. And what's your marketing schedule look like in terms of like 4-day challenges, 14-day challenges, blah, blah, blah?
So I wanted to run a challenge this month, but when I was talking with Janelle, like when I just joined the 10K at the event, she said to hold off and focus on content more. Got through, and that's part of my like kill the frog in the morning
Yeah.
that I've been doing the last couple of weeks. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna do a 4-day challenge before like leading up to Black Friday, but I wanted to try to do a 14-day before that, but I don't know. I'm just kind of
I think you should. So like the reason I'm asking is like, guys, when you're first getting started, like you're a fucking nobody. And like you're still like working, like content's starting to perform better. People are starting to see your shit, which is why you have 50 people to message every day, right? The only reason you have 50 people to message every day is because people are starting to get to know you, right? Which is good. But it's like you still have to earn their business. And there's two ways to earn their business. And number one, you can just wait over time and wait for them to warm up. But like that's the long play. And you're doing that regardless. Number two is you build rapid trust by working with them for free. And so that's why, like, dude, like, I think you should do a fucking 14-day challenge, like right now. Like, I think it should start Monday and then you can do it for 2 weeks. And if you wanted to do something like a masterclass for Black Friday, you could. But like, I think you should, like, the sooner the better, because like when you guys are just getting started, like when you're under, like, I would say when you're under 30 clients, like you need to be doing some sort of lead generation strategy, whether that be a 4-day challenge, a 14-day challenge, like every fucking 6 weeks.
okay.
That's going to get you that trust, because then all these people that are messaging you back, like you can literally be like, yo, by the way, I'm doing a free 14-day challenge starting next Monday. I thought you might be interested. You're going to work with 10 people, maybe 15 of them will engage. You'll get 10 transformation photos out of it. You'll sign 3 clients, and now you can use all that for social proof. Like that's what you have to do to build your reputation. Like you're just getting started, bro. Like you just like, it's going to take time, but the way that you can speed that up is by doing challenges every 6 weeks.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was wondering, because like my 6-week mark, like I did back-to-back challenges like on the 6-week mark, and my 6 week was like mid-October. But I was just gonna listen.
Yeah. Did you do content mastery? It's done.
Yeah, I got through it all.
Yeah. So then you're fucking free to go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm probably just fucking overthinking it.
Yeah. I also think that like just set a standard for yourself that you book 3 calls a week and you just fucking work until it happens. 3 calls a week is the bare minimum. So like, don't go to fucking sleep until you book 3 calls a week.
All right.
That's the standard.
I can do that. Hell yeah.
Okay, brother. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Enjoy your walk. Peace.
Appreciate it.
What's up, Ronnie?
Hey, okay, so I just want to say that I fucking love your lives in the CLA. Like, they're so good. They are like, I feel like you're speaking to me all the time. I know you're not, but like, I feel like you are. And it was funny. You were talking about the one live you're talking about, like Clayton and Austin, how like they were kind of like feeling like shit wasn't working and self-doubt and like, all those things. And it was like, I feel like I was like kind of in a place where I was like mentally there, like shit had just kind of hit the fan. Like I was like dipping into like money I didn't want to, and like shit was kind of like all over the place. And then I just fucking committed to doing like the mindset, right? Like can't remember what it was last week, but whatever last week's was. And like this week, like I've been reading that fucking like letter 3 times a day, like more, like I have it on my desk, and like anytime I do anything, I've been reading it and like really sticking to it, and like I can see it working, right? So I had that one-on-one client sign up. I have a follow-up with someone who she is just deciding between pay in full or whatever. She's in the midst of like selling this house. Weird situation. She like took care of this old man and he let her have her house. So she's selling his house, and she's like, if the house closes on the weekend, I'll pay in full. If not, I'm doing monthly, like whatever. And like, it's working. But like, okay, so I have a few different questions, but my first one is like, like I can see the doubt coming through. And so that was what I made my letter for, right? It was like the self-doubt. That's like my biggest, like, that's my biggest shit. Like, it's like, I know it's my problem. I know it's the thing keeping me where I am. And so like that has been really helping. And like I said, I can see things moving, it's working, it's shifting, all the things, but like I feel like I'm kind of in the middle where it's like, it's changing, but it's not happening as fast as I want it to yet. So like my first question is like, basically, what do you do in that? Like, I mean, other than obviously just fucking doing the mindset, like, do you have any advice for that in between?
I feel like the in between is it's like you're in the middle of generating momentum. That's what you're doing right now. You're in the middle of generating momentum. And if you think about like, let's just take like mindset out of it for a second. If you think about like a car stalled on the road, you're just like stalled in the middle of the road. Like you're in the middle of like pushing that stalled car into momentum. And like the first fucking little while of it sucks, especially when you're doing it solo. You're just pushing this fucking car. You're trying to get it going. And so like understanding that, like how old are you, Ronnie? You're 30, 29?
Yeah.
So how long have you struggled with self-doubt?
For as long as I can remember.
Like we'll say like maybe 15 years, 20 years, whatever. So if you think about like you struggle with self-doubt for 20 years, and then you had this like realization through the conversation that I had with you on the mindset call. And I was like, you need to fucking work on this. And so you worked on it. But like, you got to understand, it took you 30 years to develop this self-doubt. So it's going to take some time to fucking get rid of it, you know? And so how do we combat that is like every fucking day being diligent as shit and understanding that like you can't go back and change, you know, the past and like change the self-doubt that you had in the past. But like every day, every moment, every minute, you can come back to yourself and you can just like constantly be reminding yourself of the place you want to go, the destination you want to reach, like where you're going, constantly looking for ways to celebrate yourself, constantly looking for ways that you're winning, and just like staying focused on that no matter what tricks your brain is playing on you. Because like, here's the thing is you can't make it happen faster. If there was a fucking solution to do that, everybody here would be rich. But the fact that you have the awareness that you are making it happen is like, you need to focus on that, have reverence for that, have gratitude for that, and keep moving forward and just doing it diligently every fucking day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true. I think that's a good reminder too. It's like, yeah, I didn't fucking like just have self-doubt for a minute. It's been a fucking hot minute. So, okay. And then, okay, my next question on that is, so my fiance is love him to death, but he's very logical minded. And like how, like, obviously you and Kirsten are both very like driven people, right? Like I loved the video of you like with the private jet where she was like, oh my God, you've had this on your vision board for 10 years. Like that was like so powerful. And it's like how, like, you know, when I talk about like, you know, mindset and all these things, he just like, to him, it's not like practical and logical. And he's like a very that type of person. When you have somebody who's not like on that same page, is how do you like get them on board with that? With like, you know, the big dreams and all these things. And like, does that make sense? Does that?
Yep. I think that this comes down to like a sit down conversation. Like, can I tell you all my goals and dreams? And like, I think it comes down to like, this is like what I really want to work towards. Can I like ask for you to like listen to me and just like hear me out? Like, you don't have to fully understand it because I know that our brains work differently, but can I tell you all my goals and like why they're important to me? And then just fucking open up and share like what's really important to you and like why you're doing this stuff and like what it means to you and like why you show up every day and like why you're posting on social media and like why you're working on your mindset and like what kind of person you want to be and like just share that with him. And I think if you approach that from like, can I share my goals and dreams with you? Like, and can you listen and like hear me out? I think he'll fucking receive it 100%, especially if he loves you 100%.
Okay. And I mean, like he sees how hard I work, like he knows, like he, you know, but it's just like, yeah, like I just sometimes I think he thinks I'm like a crazy person. So but no, that's helpful.
He might, but just show him.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Kirsten thought I was crazy for a while. Like when I first started dating her, like our business was doing like $30,000 to $50,000 a month. And I was like, I'm gonna make $100,000. And she thought I was a fucking nut job. And then I just did it.
Yeah. Well, and that's kind of where I'm at now is like, obviously, like I've had big months and big things where it's kind of like, you know, I did it and he's like, fuck, like, okay, shit, that's sick. But it's like, you know, I'm working to have the results to back up all the big fucking crazy ones. So, okay.
You're getting there.
Okay. And then my last kind of quick question is, as for like priming for Black Friday, is this something where like I just kind of keep like doing what I'm doing in content, this and that, or like showing up every day? Or is it like specific kind of strategy for like, should I be doing certain things too?
So I don't want to comment on this because I don't want to counteract what Janelle's doing in the group because I know that she has a plan for Black Friday, but I will tell you that all the stuff that's coming this month is literally all Black Friday prep, all of it.
Okay, perfect. Okay, that's all I have from you today. Thank you so much.
Ronnie asked a nice question about our relationship.
Who did?
Oh, yeah, she was.
No, she was so great. She was at my call last week too.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, Ronnie, I appreciate you. Have the best day ever. Bye. Do you guys think I should bring guest Kirsten back anytime soon or no? Do you think I should drop a yes in the chat? Coach D, what's up, G?
What's up, fam? How are you?
Best day of my fucking life. How are you, brother?
Doing amazing, man. A win for me, bro, is honestly just really getting into a mindset. I think I've been being a sponge. That's what you've been saying in your podcast. I listened to your birthday 3 things that you learned from like your 30s. That was a fire podcast. And then keeping your cool. I had some instances recently with like some clients coming at me who, right? So like that was just fire. So I appreciate the content you've been putting out, the lives you've been putting out in the group. Thank you for that.
Thank you, bro. I received that. Thank you.
Yeah, it's especially for me because mindset's been something that I've been working on. My question for you today is it's about like who I'm attracting right now. So I've been doing a lot of content with my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And it's been really helping me specifically on TikTok where I'm growing like 200 to 300 followers a day. I'm starting monetizing some posts. So I've been attracting a lot of clients that are females because of that. Yeah. And my question is, Now, I would say like my last 8 clients that I brought in, 8 to 10 clients, have all been females.
Yep.
And I do have a lot of loyal guys that show up in my community. So I guess for me is, how do I like continue with what's working, but not steer away guys from being attracted to like my content and even like helping more guys. I'm trying to find that balance because I'm trying to do what's working and lean more into that, but
Yeah.
not forget about like the guys that I'm helping as well.
Yeah. So I think that like when I think about like content with guys versus girls, like I'm looking at your content right now, D, and a lot of it is like you're struggling with your balance. Try this. So like in a lot of your content, you're helping your girl, right? You know what I'm saying? And so that's going to attract women for sure because like you are showing yourself helping women. So that by itself is going to attract women. So that's why, in my eyes, like we're attracting more women. In terms of attracting more guys, it's like you just need to like think about like the guys that you have in your coaching program. Like, what are they struggling with?
Okay.
So like I'm actually asking you, like, what are some of the guys in your program, like what do they struggle with? Is it like what are some of the things that they talk to you about on a regular basis?
They struggle with they want to see their abs. Like a lot of the guys, they want to build more strength. They want to like get this like lean look, but they struggle with the discipline and nutrition. That's what I really noticed is one of their biggest struggles. It's not in the workouts, it's mostly predominantly in the nutrition, but as far as physique, that's what they're looking for.
Okay, can I be blunt with you? Can you see your abs?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So I was just the reason I'm asking is because like if I'm a dude and I'm gonna hire a coach, I'm gonna hire a coach that has the results that I have. So if you have the result, like if you're a guy and you want to see your abs, steal this fucking work, blah 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 blah. If you're a guy and you want to steal your abs, steal this for like a recipe. So like you can add that into your content while still doing what's working and show your abs. Exactly. You got to show your abs. If you're a guy and you want to see your abs, listen up. You know what I mean? So like that's where I'm like, I want to get into the minds of my prospects, and like my ideal prospects are the guys that I'm already working with. I'm thinking about what they're struggling with, and I'm going to create content that's going to help those guys. Because like, even if like, I also try to think through the lens, you guys, of like, if my clients watch my content, will this be valuable for them? So like the guys that are struggling, if one of the guys in the program is like, I really want to see my abs, blah, 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 blah. And then you in your content, you're like, if you really want to see your abs, but you stop at McDonald's every time you're on the way home from the gym, you're fucking lying to yourself. You know what I mean? Because that might help a guy in your program that always stops at the fast food restaurant on his way home.
Right. 100%. Hell yeah, it does. 100%.
Yeah. So you can mix that in while still doing the content that's, you know, bringing in the females, because like signing clients is signing clients is signing clients. But I get where you're coming from. So just start thinking through the lens of like, what are the guys in my coaching program struggling with? And then I would write down a list of those things. And then I would start making content around those things using what you've learned in content mastery and using the strategy that you're using to go viral with your other shit.
Okay. Okay, perfect.
Is that helpful?
Thank you. Yeah, it is 100%. Definitely gives me clarity. Now, I just have one more quick question on, so I just had this crazy transformation with a female that I've been working with for a year.
Yeah.
And she actually broke through like one of the things that a lot of women that I work with struggle with, which is like the mom pooch, you know, this overhang. And she's like a rock star client of mine. I love her. She just shared her story and she just brought me one lead that did a paid in full yesterday at 6 months. So how do I navigate referrals based off of her story? Because I feel like she can be someone that can bring in more women because she is being honest and vulnerable with her story and posting it on her own social media. So I was just trying to navigate how can I utilize her as like a highlight testimonial to continue to maybe work with her on bringing more females in that are similar just like her from her end.
Well, does she actively want to send you clients? Is that kind of the conversation? Or are you like thinking like maybe she's going to send me clients?
She kind of like, she posted a story about her transformation and then she DM'd me. She's like, there's a lot of girls in my DMs interested. And then today, the girl who signed up yesterday, she DM'd her like, hey, thank you for sharing your story. I signed up for the program, and she like screenshot and sent it to me. And
yeah,
then,
so do you give away free months for referrals?
I haven't yet. I did. I offered that as a option for a 6-week challenge that I just did recently.
Yeah, so I would just message her back and be like, yo, I fucking appreciate you. Every single client that you send my way, I'm going to give you 1 free month in your coaching program.
Fire. Okay.
Yeah. And then it's like, then you can just get that system going. I also just think that's a good system to have like up and running regardless for all of your potential clients, because if all of your clients know, like you guys all know, if you refer me a client, like I give you a free month. So there's like a heavy incentive to start that group chat because you guys, everybody wants a free month, right?
Facts. Okay.
Yeah.
I would also be putting her all over your story, because the mom pooch, like that, literally, I fucking hate that word so much, but it's in my DMs all day. So if you actually like have her in your story, like ladies will line up. They're like, if you can help me lose the mom pooch, like take my fucking credit card now.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thanks,
Cool.
Chris.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate you. Sammy, what's up?
Hello, how are you?
Best day of my fucking life, Australian Sammy. How are you doing?
I'm doing amazing because I just checked my Newy app, which is like Stripe, but my version of it. And today's the 31st of October. And by the end of today, I will have hit another PB and I'll hit 13K.
Yeah, I love
Just,
that.
I'm like, fuck yeah, yeah. Because I still am like, I still keep thinking that 12K was a fluke in August and I just keep beating it. And I'm like, what the fuck? So yeah, it was a good morning.
There you go. I love
That
that.
was nice
That's
to wake up
fantastic.
to.
One
Yeah, it
sec.
was
I want to
really
say one
cool.
more thing too. So Ronnie, like, and that's part of it, Ronnie, is like, as you keep going, you build that confidence. Cause it's like Sammy said, like she was thinking when August was a fluke, but she keeps fucking beating it. Like, and like, Sammy, what was that one thing that you said that like helped you be successful in pizza domination? What was the one thing you told me in that video?
Consistency.
It's so lame and boring and nobody likes hearing it, but it's the fucking truth. So thank you for sharing. And I'm proud of you and congratulations. You're fucking awesome.
Thank you, thank you. And yeah, I've got the trophy here to remind me consistency
I love that.
behind me. So my question is, I kind of want to pick your brain a little bit, slash, I don't know, you pick my brain back. I think financially I can quit my physio job. I think, like, I'm 99% sure. I get like basically nothing from there. I am just sticking in my physio job because it keeps me in the industry. I'm a little bit scared to walk away from physio formally as a job, but also at the same time, I hit my head against a wall when I have to do it. Like I am half in, I half ass it. Like I just, yeah. And I'm like, do I just do it, or am I being silly because I've been at uni for all this time to have this career? Like, I don't know, that this is my brain at the moment. It's just like bing bong all over the shop because I'm like, I want to, I can't stand it. It's definitely holding me back, but I'm a bit scared. I don't know what to do.
Why are you staying?
I've been with these guys for over 5 years, so I feel like loyalty is a really big thing, and because they've just been so supportive, so I'm kind of scared to leave because of that. And then,
Question, pause.
yeah,
So like, are you loyal to them because like you value them? Like you value them as people? You think they're good people?
yeah, they've been I've
Loyalty,
had
brother.
some really like traumatic and abusive bosses in the past, and so this is the first time I've ever had like really beautiful people that actually cared and looked after me and things. So I guess that's an element of it as well, for sure.
Can I ask you a hard question?
Yeah, of course.
If you really value these people and you like really respect them and you like value what you've like they've done for you, do you think it's fair to them to stay at a job that you no longer want to be at? Do you think you're doing a fucking 12 out of 10 job every single day?
I'm definitely not doing a 12 out of 10 job. And I think my standard is I'm probably like 8 out of 10.
So you're doing an 8 out of 10 and you're saying you're super loyal to them, but I don't know if you're not doing that good of a job and you're showing up every day to do it. I don't know.
That is a very fair call. I did
You
not
know?
think of it in that aspect.
I just like I have a different perspective. I also think like if loyalty is important to you, I'm going to lean on that. So if loyalty is important to you, I have a question to you. Are
Yeah.
you more loyal to these people that have helped you out for the last 5 years, or are you more loyal to the vision that you have for your life and the place that you want to go?
Oh, definitely my vision and my clients. Like I'd definitely I put them first over the physio work.
Do you though?
Yeah, like I
Do you-
would we're like at the moment I would prioritize making sure all of them are sorted before I start my shift or anything like that. And if they need it, I'll still
Yep.
contact them during it and whatnot.
So I think that like two things. One, if you really value these people, then I wouldn't stay doing an 8 out of 10 job any longer. And I would, if it was me, I'm going to tell you what I would do. I would quit because I value them. That would be the first thing. Second thing,
Yep.
if you're loyal, I want you to be loyal, but I want you to be loyal to you, Sammy. Like I'm
Yeah.
loyal to my own vision over anybody else. And if anybody in my life does not align with my vision, even if I am loyal to them, I am more loyal to the place that I'm going and the destination that I would like to reach. Even if that means that I can no longer be in a certain position or a certain place, or I can no longer be a certain person for a certain person. Because I'm like, I'm loyal to me, right? I'm loyal to me. So I also just want to relate with you. Like, I understand why you're scared because you went to university for 5 years to get this degree, to get this career, to do this thing. And now you're fucking hustling online coaching programs and you're slinging fucking, $13,000 a month. So you're like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. But it's like all that stuff in physio led you to where you are. So it's not like it was a waste. Like it literally brought you to the place that you're at right
Mm.
now. And like, are you happy with your life? Are you happy with your business?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
So
definitely.
it's not like it was a
yeah.
waste. It was like a part of the journey. The last thing I will
Yeah.
say is like, I think at some point you just got to make a decision on like what your career path is. And Trent
Mm.
Harrison made that same decision. Trent Harrison went to school for like 7 years, I think. I don't want to quote that, 6 or 7 years. Got his like degree to be a doctor, like a physician.
Yeah. Yeah.
And on the day he got his degree to be a physician, which is like 6 to 8 years, don't quote me on that, something like that. He made the
Yeah, it's
decision that he
wild.
wasn't interested in being a doctor anymore, and he went all into online coaching, and now he's doing $100,000 a month. So I'm not
Yeah,
saying like you're going to hit 100K, but I'm saying like when you make the commitment to the career path, like the results are going to follow that.
I listened to his podcast, and that actually was one thing that really helped, because I was like, shit, I didn't know that was his background. Like, okay, that really helped me
There's
like
a few
think
people
about
like
that.
that. There's a few people that are like that. He's not the only one.
Yeah. And I mean, I can still incorporate some physio, and I'm going to try and do the telehealth we talked about a few weeks ago. Like, I still guess I'm still going to try and incorporate physio into my coaching, and I'm still doing my PhD in physio. So I guess I'm still in the industry, but it's just like, I don't know, it's so scary to walk away from like the stability. I literally get $1,000 a week from them. Like, that's how little I work. Like,
What
it's
do you mean
not even that much.
what do you mean stability? I would argue that your online coaching business is significantly more stable than that. Right?
I know.
You're making
I
fucking
know.
4 times the money from your online coaching business. I would argue that your online coaching business is significantly more stable.
I know. It's only the benefit of like, if anything happened, I can just go back to full-time hours if I wanted. Like, they would do that for me. Like, it's so,
Question.
but I don't think I should have that mindset.
I think you should. Let's fucking talk about it. If anything happened, honestly, if anything happened, whatever reason, knock on wood, fucking life.
Yeah.
Do you think that you could find another job as a physio? Yes or no?
Oh God, yeah. Easily.
So worst case scenario, let's play it out. You play it out. Something happens, you can find another physio job, correct?
Yeah. Yeah. That is true.
There we go. I think you have your answer.
Okay. That's been helpful.
The courage, the definition of courage is being able to take the action that you know is necessary despite the fear that you're feeling.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
I think me and you both know that you already knew the answer coming into this call. I think you just needed a little bit of a perspective shift.
I think it's more like, am I being an idiot? That's more of it. It was like, oh man, is this a dumb decision? Like, I know it's what I want to do, but should I do it? And I'm really good at making silly decisions that I go back on, like in the past. So I'm like, I need some backing up to be like, no, it's all good. And
Yeah,
so
you're fucking crushing it. You're doing a great job.
okay.
If I didn't think you were ready, I'm a very honest person. I would tell you for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. I think now having like 3 months consistently over that mark, and that's with my reoccurring as well, which is what helps, I think, feel that
Yep.
confidence. Okay, I need to practically work out how to actually do that, like actually quit and whatnot. But thank you.
You got it.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
Australian Sammy, everybody. What's up, Coach Mel?
Hi, thank you for that call last night, even though you fucking stumped me.
That's the goal. That's the goal.
So I have been getting a lot more engagement on my content. Like 2 weeks ago, I hit 5K followers on Instagram after being at 2K for like 2-3 years. And now, like 2 weeks later, I'll hit 6K today. So it's like growing rapidly. And I'm starting a lot more conversations. I talked to Janelle on Tuesday about a couple weeks ago on a call with Janelle. She said, Mel, are you against taking 30-year-old women in your program? I'm like, no, I would love to. But I kind of, other people have talked about this too today. I kind of have like this stronghold on my heart because I feel like I have this calling to serve, women in perimenopause and menopause because it's such an underserved population. So I don't want them to think I'm abandoning them by opening up, my coaching program wider. And so I started by just putting in my bio, changing it from women over 40 to women over 30, but like didn't really change my language much or anything like that. As soon as I did that, which was only a week ago, I started having a lot more conversations and a lot more people that are younger that reached out right away. So my guess is they were like following me and whatever, but they thought that I wouldn't work with them. So they didn't talk to me. And now they're like, okay, she's here for us. But my hesitancy is Janelle also told me I went from talking to using the language perimenopause and menopause to Janelle saying, don't use that language because a lot of women don't associate with or know that they're in perimenopause, which I 100% agree. It was like 6 months ago that I took that out of my language. Then she told me a couple of weeks ago to take midlife out of my language and, work because women that are 30 don't associate with, they're not in midlife. So I've done that too. And now I'm like nervous that I'm not niched down enough. And so, like, do I need to talk to a specific woman? Or do I just keep it broad and just keep getting a broad range of people to speak to?
I just want to, before I give you advice on this, I just want to give you fucking love. Your content's hitting right now.
Yeah, it is. Thank you.
Your content's hitting right now. Like fucking 12K, 7.5K, 90K, fucking 31K. Fucking Mel, what's up? That's dope.
Thank you. Appreciate
You're welcome.
it.
I want to give you some love. Before I give you advice, I'm going to ask you some questions because I want to make sure I have the full context. The conversations that you're having, are they leading to clients?
I mean, they just started. So no, it just started this week.
Just started this week. Okay, got it. Now, the women in your program, they're all of these women are like over 40, correct?
No, I have a couple women that are in their late 30s, but the majority of them are in their late 40s and 50s.
Okay. So here's my perspective on it. Like, I definitely understand where Janelle's coming from. And I think that makes sense to like change the language to be more universally relatable. I also think, would you define yourself as like your midlife? Like, is that something that like words that you use to describe yourself in your story?
In my story, like in my content and in my social media life, yes. In my life outside of social media, no. Like I don't associate with age. I don't feel like a midlife woman. I don't feel, I'm going to be 50 in 3 weeks. I feel like I'm 20. So
no. Pause. Whoa. That's the only answer I needed. So if that's the case, do you think you'd want more women like you that don't necessarily associate with that word midlife, that just want to work on themselves, that just want to grow?
Yes.
100%. So I wouldn't use the word midlife. Get it? So like,
yes.
that's why I asked. That was a great answer, by the way. That's why I stopped you. I didn't want to go any further because I'm like, that was exactly what I needed. Because I'm like, if we get more women that are like have the same mindset as you, but maybe they're not on that like fitness journey yet, but they don't view themselves as old. They view themselves as young and they want to fight for that fucking, you know what I mean? Like that is the type of woman you want to attract. So just based on that information, I wouldn't use the word midlife. So like my suggestion was going to be, maybe we use the word midlife to describe your own story. But if you don't even use the word midlife to describe your own story, then fuck that. We're not going to use it in our connection content either. Right.
Right. But I think I didn't feel this way until I started my health and fitness journey.
So
when
maybe,
I was 45 and, I started my fitness journey at 46. At 45, I felt old. I felt stuck. I felt like I had to live in that body forever. I thought that I was kind of doomed at 46.
That's a good piece of content. So that's how we use connection content. Now I'm going to go back to my original thought, because your connection content could be like, I thought my life was over at 46. Like I thought I was getting old. I thought this, I thought that, blah, blah, blah. And then you show yourself at 46 and then you show yourself what you look like now.
I do banger. I actually just had a post, which I've never had this happen. I had an actual post, just pictures before and after, and talked about what I felt like at 45 and what I feel like at almost 50. And the post had over 200,000 views and like 700 likes.
There we go. So that's connection content.
Right.
Yeah. So like, I think you can use it to describe how you used to view yourself versus how you view yourself now. But I don't necessarily think it needs to be in the value-based content, because I think that like, you look fucking good. Like me and you talked about this yesterday. I was fucking pumping your tires. Like you look good right now. And I think you should leverage that. And I think like any woman over 30 that is like struggling with their weight is going to look to you as an example. So I think you can still find language that women over 30 use to describe their situation without targeting midlife. Example, bat wings is something that like Clayton uses to describe busy moms. It's not like he says, if you're a busy mom and you're having a midlife crisis. It's like if you're, you know what I mean? So like there's language that women use that's pretty universal over 30 that somebody that as a woman that's 20 wouldn't use.
Yes.
Right. So like, let's identify what that language is. Let's put that language into our content and let's remove the word midlife other than connection content where you describe how you used to feel like you were in your midlife and now you feel like you're in your 20s.
Okay. And thank you. I appreciate that. That's helpful. But my last question is like, just to clarify, like I do, for so long, it's been kind of pounded into us that, the riches are in the niches. And so do I just focus on the language and not basically, like Clayton nails it because he says busy mom over and over again. Like I'm not talking to a specific woman. And I feel like, is that okay? Do I need to narrow it down? Like, should it be busy women instead of just women over 30? Because that's just so broad.
Yeah. So I actually don't want to give you a full answer on that right now, but I do think eliminating the word midlife is necessary because you don't even use it in your content. So I think we can still be like, because women over 30 I don't think it's just women over 30. It's women over 30 that want to lose weight because like you've got in your bio, I'm looking at it right now. I've lost 50 pounds. I'll help you do it too. That by itself puts you in a specific demographic. And then you've got helping women over 30 ditch diets look and feel way better than they did in their 20s. Like that to me, again, is speaking to a very specific person. So like, I think that maybe the riches are in the niches, but I think you're niche down enough to be successful with your content. And I also think that like when you're using content, you want to be like Clayton takes it to the extreme. And I almost would say that he's like a little bit too niche, but again, I'm not Clayton. I don't have his business. So like, he's like busy moms in every single piece of his content. But like, I personally think if you like feel called to continue to speak to the niche that you've been speaking to, you can do it. But I think your content as a whole will perform better when it's broader weight loss subjects and then your bio says helping women over 30 ditch diets. I lost 50 pounds. I'll help you do it too. Like that to me is narrow enough. That to me is narrow enough. So I think the fear, I'm going to unmute you now because I couldn't hear myself echoing, but maybe I was echoing on your end, whatever. I think the fear is because you've been speaking to this niche for so long, Mel, then you're like starting to change it. You're like, this is different. But just based on the fact that you changed your bio and there's more people coming in, like that to me is an indication that we're moving in the right direction.
Okay.
Yeah, that's an indication. That's an indication to me that like the things are moving in the right direction. And I think that you are niche down enough to attract clients. And I think that you've got the look, you've got the energy, you've got everything. So like, I think women over 30 are going to look to you as the leader and the inspiration. And I think you're more than niche down, in my opinion.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
Can I watch one of your videos that popped off? I want to fucking share it. Cause I'm like loving this stuff. You've been working on this for a long time.
I thought everyone knew this hack, but apparently not. If you're a woman over 35 and you prioritize getting your steps in daily, but you're not wearing one of these, I hate to break it to you, but you're missing out on a lot. Wearing one of these consistently while you're on your walks not only helps you to burn more fat, it also helps you to build core muscles. It helps improve your posture. It also improves your cardiovascular health, but most importantly, it improves bone density. This will help to combat the 1 to 3% muscle loss that you're losing every year in perimenopause and menopause. And if you're not sure which vest to buy or how heavy it should be, comment vest and I'll send you all the information you need to get started.
Wow. I fucking love that.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Keep it up. I see you. I love it. Love seeing progress. That makes me happy. What's up, Jackie? Jackie Reese.
Hello, how are you?
I love how positive you are all the time. I'm doing fucking great. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm doing great too.
Love that.
So my question is, I'm doing a 6-week challenge. It's my first one.
Yep.
So I was curious on like the posting schedule. Is it just like an extended like 14 kind of outline? I didn't see any, like I know like the marketing, I watched those videos, but I didn't know if there was one for the 6 weeks.
I'm going to ask Janelle because I'll be fully transparent. I don't do 6-week challenges and I have no fucking idea. So
Okay.
I'll ask Janelle though right now. Hey, can you
Okay, thank you.
6-week challenge posting schedule, please. I know what I'm good at. And I know what I'm not good at.
No, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah. Sorry about that. Is there another
No,
question
that's
I can
perfect.
answer for you?
Yeah, the other question I'm curious on. So right now my content or my leads are coming from TikTok, and my Facebook is my main platform where I get leads. Not like new leads, but like existing. I'm having a problem like lead gen, but TikTok's working, so I just move them from TikTok to Facebook. So my question is, and Instagram is just like not working for me right now, but it's okay. I at least I got two of them. So my question is, in terms of content, is it the same? Like I prefer to just post reels, but I understand Facebook is more like those little short posts, like with the pink background and stuff like that. So how many of those and stuff like that do you recommend posting? Because those do pretty well for like my niche. And it's
So
like short and absorbable.
which post? Sorry, Jackie. Which one do you mean? On Facebook?
Like on Facebook, like where it's like the little pink backgrounds and you just write text. Like
Mm.
those short and absorbable ones, those do well. Like a recipe picture does well. But
Got
I
it.
mean, me, I prefer to make all videos. So I was just curious on like how many posts versus like reels and stuff like that would you suggest if that's where my platform is? Because I
Yeah.
know they're
So
different. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, no, it is different. I agree. So it's looking to me like your Facebook is significantly more engaged than your
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So based on that information, my rule of thumb is I create content for the platform that pops and then I repurpose on
Okay.
every other platform.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
if
because
you're
Instagram has never been my main.
yeah, you've got 9,000. Did you ever do any giveaways or any like follow, unfollow things, any campaigns that like, do you think you might have some like fake followers?
On Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like one of those like things where like you, yeah, definitely. So I think that's like
I
kind
did
of,
them too. So I'm like, no shame. I did them too. But
yeah.
I
So I think that, do you think that like is fucking it up? Should I
100%.
restart it?
Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
really?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you. It sucks ass, but correct me if I'm wrong. You're not getting any clients from Instagram right now, right?
No, I mean, I've probably gotten like 5 in my whole like 4.5 years, maybe
Yeah.
10.
So there's literally no fucking. It's not
It's
even gonna.
horrible.
Yeah, it's not even
Yeah.
gonna be a conversation. Like I did giveaways and shit on this thing. Oh, we're actually below 90,000 followers now. That's hilarious. So like on this account, dude, like I did all the stupid things. We're talking like
Yeah, like the
everything.
shout outs,
The
because I was
shout
taught to do
outs, the
those.
celebrity
Yeah.
bio things, whatever. But like
Yeah.
if you look at the view volume on these videos, like 3,000, 3,000, 4,000, 3,000, whatever. But like that is significantly different than my new profile. Like if you go to my new profile and you look at the engagement on this, like it's all of it is good. All of it. And it sucked ass starting a new account. I'm not going to lie, but you can take your best performing content from your other account. You can just download it and then you'll have content for like the first 30 days. But I would 100% start a new Instagram account if I were you, because it's like,
Yeah,
you're not going to
I mean, I
lose.
had like, I
You're
really
not,
don't have anything to lose. I only had like 1 to 2 months when I did a 30-day of consistent talking videos every day. Then it started to pick up and I got it to like 2,000 views, but now it's back in the 200s and I haven't been able to get it up again. So
yeah.
it's
And
like, I
it's
don't,
like the amount of effort, because like it's hard to know what content's good and what's not because none of it's working because there's a bunch of fake engagement. So it's like, but if you have a new account and then, you post a video and one of them gets 7,000 views, then it's really easy to find out which ones work. So here's
yeah,
what I
right
would
now
do.
I'm just taking the feedback from like Facebook and TikTok, you know what I mean? Of like which ones are popping.
So what I would do if I had your business is I would create my content for Facebook and TikTok, period. And then I would start a new
Okay.
Instagram account and I would post, the stuff that does well on Facebook, like maybe the reels that have done well on Facebook in like the last 90 days, 120 days. I would start posting that stuff on my Instagram and I would try to build that Instagram account out and I would just start from scratch. And because there's nothing, there's no lose. Like you're not even signing clients from it. So it's not even like there has to be a transition period. There's no lose. And like, dude, in 6 months time from now, like that Instagram account could be at 1,000 followers. And then all of those videos are getting like 1,000 to 2,000 views. Now you're starting to pull in clients from Instagram too.
Okay. Yeah, and my story views, I mean, are like on Instagram are like 30 to 100.
Yeah,
So it's
crazy.
like, I mean, I can put on my stories like moving here, move here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? For the people
Yeah.
that are engaged. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Agreed.
And on Facebook, it's like, I can get up to like 1,000 on a really good day. So it's like, yeah, that's where my focus needs to be. So with that being said, should I do a little bit more posts then? Because I know Facebook is like, they like posts, I feel like more than reels, especially right now.
Yes, I would be doing more posts, but I also
Okay.
would be identifying so it's like when I'm looking at your reels on Facebook, like there's definitely some work that we can do in your reels. Have you done content mastery yet?
Yeah. I'm in the middle of it. I haven't finished
Okay.
it because I transitioned to like focus on the challenge, and then
Totally.
now the challenge
Yeah.
launched, so I'm pivoting
You're,
back to it.
you're
Yeah.
good. I'm not giving you shit. But all
No,
I
but
was
I know it can get
yeah.
better.
But yeah, I'm saying that like we get a new Instagram account, we start fucking posting on a new Instagram account. Like I would stick to the text box because you know it's working. I would probably leverage those a little bit more. And then I would still create reels. And as you're doing content mastery, then I would start being like, I want to make these reels better and better, better with every single one.
Okay, and when you say text box, oh, you mean the Facebook, the short little ones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would do so. I want you to so these types of videos have the potential to go viral, Jackie. These ones.
The worst mistake.
Not this one. These ones. But you should put what you looked like before at the start.
Okay, that was the first time I did it backwards like that because
Yeah,
the song. Okay,
like yeah, this is like
that one I've had gone. That one on Facebook I did have go viral. Not that one specifically, but it was like 1.5 million on Facebook, and that's how I got all my followers.
So I would be fucking looking at that video. I'd be figuring out exactly how I did it, and I'd be trying to do that video 100 fucking times.
How many times a week would you do those ones?
I would do it once a week minimum, but I would try to go twice a week, and I'd try to push it and find a different way to tell the same story.
Okay, I got
like,
it.
like that is the content that fucking goes. That's the same thing I told Janelle because Janelle's story is fucking nuts. So I was like, when I got on a call, Janelle, I looked at her story. I was like, you need to show your transformation multiple times a week because it's crazy. And your transformation is fucking crazy. So you need to find different ways to show your transformation. And like your job is to make that go viral because it can and will and should. It's like got that potential.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome. I hope you have the best day of your entire life.
You too. Thank you.
Mr. Nick, what's going on, brother?
Hey, man. How we doing?
Best day ever. How are you? It's been a minute since we chatted. I know I gave you some homework last time. How you been doing?
You gave me a lot of homework, right? You gave me a lot of homework. Like I'm back in college and I'm like, holy shit. And that was the thing. Like you gave me a lot of information. So I had to do a lot of research. I was going to that one Aberman and just kind of seeing his content, seeing his value. And it really struck I would say it struck a chord with me because what I saw from him is, again, very same delivery. However, he was kind of, this is the thing that maybe a lot of us deal with too, is being an exercise physiologist, personal trainer, coach. I always find that it's like, I want to stay in our lane, right? I don't want to kind of get into, other people's lanes and other people's avenues. Now I saw that he was especially more nutritional based, more kind of nutrition. Now I'm not a nutritionist, right? I want to kind of stay in my lane and not step on any toes. Yes, I do know how to. I just don't want to get that deep into stuff. So I was like, how can I get deep that is in my scope, right? So I started doing some content around that. And I tell you what, it's been resonating. It's been hitting. I mean, I've been sitting here. This lady's giving me a whole love letter for the last hour. I'm just sitting here trying to just book a call. And we've booked 4 to 5 calls per week since you pretty much told me step it up. So I appreciate that.
I love that. Congratulations. That makes me super fucking happy.
Yeah. And so I have a question for you is that based upon what you were saying with that is I'm trying to figure out some core pillars, right? I'm trying to find some content pillars. Now we talked briefly about how you said, doing the like the videos that I've already been doing. I just want to know how much of it should I be doing? Because I know whenever I started doing a lot of the newer content, it wasn't getting picked up at all by the algorithm, wasn't even really getting shown to my audience because it's like, as soon as I do a workout video, it's like, that's what my audience wants to see. That's what gets the views. That's what gets the engagement. As soon as I venture off of that a little bit, it is what it is. And I just pick up and just make another piece of content. But I'm just trying to make sure, like, are these the pillars that I should be staying in? Is there any other pillars I should be adding into? Just kind of, I don't want to get too much.
Yep, totally. What are the pillars that you use right now?
So right now I'm doing, since I help people with weight loss, overcoming injuries and gain confidence. So a lot of that I share my story about my ankle being broken, having 14 screws, being in a hockey game, having somebody shatter my ankle, coming back from that, losing, 18, 20 pounds of muscle and just, kind of that whole aspect of it, like the mindset.
Yep.
That's been one of my like real deep connection. And that always gets people to say like, oh damn, like that's what I'm dealing with, my knees. And so that's one of my pillars. My other pillar is basically taking a specific body part that I know my audience always talks to me about, whether it's in messaging or DMs, and kind of making a spin of that as a hook. So right now I got 3 of them, like your ass is flatter than a yoga block, dead butt syndrome. And these all have hit The bat wings, I've used that one. One of my clients has called it bingo arms. And so I've used bingo arms. So it gets people. And the third one was what I just started adding was like a nutritional swipe carousel. So having pictures and just kind of giving tips about that.
Okay. So that you got 3 pillars there, right?
Those are my 3 pillars. Yeah, that I've been using.
So this is more than enough to like keep you grounded. And then the 4th pillar would be experimentation zone.
Okay.
So like these would be like the 3 that I stick to because I know my audience is going to fucking resonate. And then the 4th one is like, I'm experimenting. So like, if you look at my content, like my contents are really good. I'll show you, I can kind of demonstrate this for you and kind of give you a visual. So like my pillars are like the talking head reels where I'm just talking fucking to the camera like this. This is one of my content pillars. So like, this is like 30 to 50% of my content is me just talking to the camera, just straight on like this. Another one of my content pillars is audits. So if you look at my content, it's like every 3rd to 4th post is an audit, whether it's a content audit or a profile audit. I find my audience responds really well to them. So I kept it in there. That's one of my content pillars. Another one of my content pillars is these like fancy style edits. So I'm mixing these back into my content pillars. So these are my 3 content pillars, right? And then Nick, what I do is then I'll experiment. So this is an experiment. How much money do you make as a personal trainer?
25K.
25K a month. Like I know I'm going to get views from these other videos. So I don't necessarily like, if this hits, sweet. If it doesn't hit, don't really care because I know my other content's going to hit. So this right here was an experiment.
Here's how making $100,000 a month cured my depression. 11 years ago, I was at rock bottom and I literally hated my life.
Because I don't really like talking about mindset in my content personally, because like then people reach out to me with like their stories, like their big stories. And I'm like, it's just too heavy for my DMs. And I'm like, I want to steer clear of that. So that's just me personally. But this is an experiment.
Low views, fix your hook.
This is an experiment. Right? So like now that I want to keep my content pillars, which are me talking straight to the camera, the fancy edits and the audits. That's like 75% of my content. And then the other 25% of my content, I'm like trying new things. Whether I'm standing on the street with a sign or this is an experiment.
I stalked my client Trent Harrison to figure out how he made $100,000.
Right? Do you get what I'm saying? So you got your 3 pillars. Now with the 4th one, I want you to like try different stuff. This is an experiment.
Not to brag or anything, but I'm the best business coach on the planet.
So I'm just experimenting. I'm just trying different shit. So like have your pillars, you've got your mindset pillar. You've got your pillar where you call it a specific body part. You've got your nutrition carousels. And then with this one, I want you to experiment.
I like that. And that's another question I have is I do a lot of live streams. Just got off a live stream and came in here, and I'm starting to notice that, especially this lady that I just booked right now, she came from the live stream. She just started following me 3 days ago, found the video, found me in the live stream, stayed there for the whole hour, and was like DM'd me my keyword and was like, I want to work with you. And so I find that I have the, I don't know, personality maybe for live streams that I want to kind of do more experimenting on that end. And I know Instagram isn't, I've actually taken down my live streams that I saved because of some of the stuff that you said previously, because it was getting 800 views to 1,000 views when I got 90,000 viewers. It doesn't really make sense when people are looking at that, but it gives viewers. How do I do more of that? Or what can that be another pillar, or am I just overthinking it?
Yeah. So again, this is experimentation, right? This is where they like, if you want to start experimenting, one of the experiments that you have is you could do 1 live stream a week that gets saved on your page, but it would have to be like the most valuable one, in my opinion. So it's like, if you plan out your live streams and you're like, this is the most valuable one. This is part of my experiments is I'm going to save a live stream on my page for a month to see if it gets more clients. Like, does that live stream, because maybe it's only 800 views and I know I've taken a look at your page and I'm like, this looks fucking weird, but maybe it's such a good live stream that it saves on your page and then people watch it and then they want to work with you, like the one you just posted, right?
Yeah.
So maybe that's part of the experiment. But I also just think that like having a schedule for live streams, regardless of whether or not you're experimenting with leaving them on your page, is super fucking important. Like I go live 5 times a week for the same reason. Like I'm live right now because I want people to get to know me. I want them to trust me. I want them to see that I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about and in real time. So yeah, I think that like live stream should be a part of your schedule regardless. In terms of whether or not you should save them on your page, I definitely wouldn't save all of them on your page, but it's definitely worth experimenting.
Yeah, that's something that yeah, because I know a lot of people tell me they get good value from the live streams, and I want to save them for that. But then I almost feel like any of the other ones that I don't save, I'm on the subscribers tab because Instagram gave me that, and I got 15 subscribers paying me $2 a month. But like, is that something I should start
Yeah,
to.
that's a great idea. I love that. And then you can tell people if you want the replays, you can join my subscriber tab. It's only $2 a month.
Boom. And then
Yep.
start building up some income from that. And that's the thing, is that I don't want to start getting into like the influencer route. I still want to coach, but
Yep.
Obviously if Instagram's giving me these other channels, why not utilize them?
Yeah. I will tell you that like within the next 6 months, I'd like you to start a podcast, because then you can just go live and then save it as a podcast. That's not a right now thing, but I definitely think it's something that you could and should do.
That's what I want to start doing for my YouTube, because I got 2,000 subscribers over there on YouTube that I'm not even really doing anything with. And I feel like that would be something.
Yep.
Yeah. So awesome. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Cool. I appreciate you, bro. I'm really happy to hear that you implemented the fucking homework, and I'm really happy to hear that it's working. Love that
Need
feedback.
the tough love. Need the tough love every once in a while, That's why we're here.
I'm here for you, brother. I appreciate you.
Yep.
Peace. Alejandro.
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up, G?
How you doing?
Best day of my life. How you doing?
Great, man. I'm doing great. So I know I already asked you a question yesterday on our coaching call, but I just had one more for you. So I'm gonna get straight to it. So I've been having this issue with like clientele, in the sense of like, once they join, I have people that are rock stars that have been with me for like a long ass time. But I've noticed a trend that around like the second or third month they're in the program, because I do 6-month packages. So like they commit for 6 months. Around 2 to 3 months, some people will start, trying to fall off and, wanting to quit. And I have to like get on a call with them and, figure out why they're trying to quit. And then a lot of them will stay. And then some of them just end up falling off and they'll just pay the cancellation fee. But it's kind of whack, because obviously I want to transform them, and you can't, I guess you can't help those that don't want it. But the ones that are quitting, it's not like they're not putting in the work. They're actually putting the work in. They're getting some results, but then for whatever reason, they just want to leave. I'm doing everything I got to do. I'm sending the meal plans. I'm checking in with them. I'm texting them. I do a coaching call a week, like, kind of like how you do like a Zoom. I do a Zoom call once a week with my clients, and I really don't know why there's like a trend around like that 2 to 3 month mark. And I just want to maybe get some advice on that.
So I don't know why there's a trend either, because I'm not in the inside of your business, and you might not know why there's a trend. Like it could be random, but I'll tell you how to fix it. So whenever I have an issue in my business and I know that there's a specific point where there's a drop off, then I create a checkpoint. So that's the first thing, is I just create a checkpoint in advance. So as an example, if you notice that there's 2 things I'm going to talk about: creating a checkpoint and onboarding. So creating a checkpoint means that like 30 days in, you have a checkpoint, and it's a call with your client that you book. Like when you sign a client, part of the onboarding is you book a 15-minute call 30 days from now. And you're just telling them, I just want to check in with you and make sure you're doing your shit. So you're like, we're going to book a call for 30 days from now. And you just do a quick checkpoint. That's going to be what? Like, it's going to take 15 minutes of your day. Your client's going to appreciate the shit out of it. You're going to make sure that they're in momentum. And then you're going to let them know on that call. By the way, around the 2 to 3 month mark is when, this is when the motivation starts to dwindle. This is when, you start to feel like the effects, and you're sore and you're tired and you want to give up. And when you do feel like that and you message me and you're like, I'm tired, I'm going to remind you of this conversation. And I'm also going to remind you of your goals, because how important is it for you to lose this 20 pounds? How important is it for you? It's fucking important. Why is it important for you? Do you want to look at yourself in the mirror in 6 months time from now and be proud of yourself? Or do you want to be ashamed that you quit? 100% you want to be proud of yourself. So when it gets hard, and it's going to, I want you to message me and I'm going to coach you through it. Cool. So like that's a checkpoint. But I also think you can bake that into the onboarding. So like part of the onboarding is you can literally say like, one thing that's going to happen, this is something that I learned from my previous mentor. He's like, one thing that's going to happen is around the 30 to 60 day mark, this is where the fear is going to set in. And there's going to be like, what if this doesn't work? This is so hard. All these workouts are hard. And there's going to be some fear setting in. That's normal. That's completely normal. That's a part of the process. And most people make it through that. And I know that you're going to be one of those people that make it through it. So when you go through that hard time, when you're experiencing that adversity, I want you to message me so that I can coach you through it. So you just welcome it. You like let them know that it's going to happen. And when it does happen, you're going to like coach them through it. Because then when that conversation does come up and they're like, I want to cancel, this is so hard, you can literally be like, don't worry, I told you this was going to happen. Let's talk about it. And like now it's like you've already fucking set yourself up for that conversation. And it's a lot easier to have that conversation. So I think this is like, I would say checkpoint would be the first thing, and onboarding. I'm going to follow this conversation up, because like, it's not like everybody on this call needs to implement what I just said, right? Because if you don't have a problem with drop off on month 2, month 3, then this is just solving a problem that doesn't need to be solved. Does that make sense? So I just want to make this is contextual, but based on the advice, or based on what you just asked me, I would create a checkpoint 30 days in, and I would change my onboarding to let them know that they're going to feel demotivated. They're going to want to quit. They're going to want to get frustrated. And then let them know when that does happen, you want them to message you so that you can coach them through it.
Damn, I love that. And when you, if I'm going to do that call, would you recommend to just do it individually, or could I do it like a group call with like five group?
Yeah.
I like that a lot. Okay. And would you just put it like in your calendar for that person, like 30 days from when they sign up?
That's what I would do.
Awesome. I got one more question. Is that cool?
Hit me.
I wanted to ask you, because this is where I'm kind of struggling with on some days, because I've been, getting into the routine with getting my mindset right, getting up earlier. Because I just had my kickoff call with Janelle on Friday for the mastermind. And, I've been implementing what we've been talking about, getting up earlier and shit like that. But dude, I schedule my days out, right? Or what I need to do. But there's some days, and I don't know if you feel this way, or maybe because obviously like you're where you're at for a reason. But like, do you ever feel like you like wake up and you're like, dude, what the fuck do I do? Or even when you're scheduling your stuff, like you feel like you're putting stuff down, but like it's not a whole bunch of shit. And I feel like you could be doing more. Like, do you ever feel that way? Of like what do I do?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like that. So like, dude, this like especially when I got a lot of shit going on and there's a lot of fucking stuff in my brain. It's like, I know where I want to go. I know what I want to do, but when there's a lot of shit going on and I'm trying to fucking organize it, I'm like, fuck. So am I like, when I am in that place, Alejandro, I'm like, what the fuck do I do? What I do is I open up my notes and I write down everything that's in my brain. So just literally like, if you feel like you have no idea what the fuck to do, write down everything in your brain. Write down everything you like think you should do or think you might have to do or think you like need to do. Write down everything in your brain. Then look at that list and ask yourself, what's the most important needle mover that's actually going to be an income generator for my business? Put that at the top and then organize the list based off of that. And then just create a list of all the things you need to do. And then that list of all the things you need to do becomes what you need to put in your schedule. And then you just schedule it and you get it done.
Damn, I like that. Man. All right. Thank you, bro. You go to
like, yes, I do get that at my level. So I want you to know that that's normal. That's completely okay.
Okay. That makes sense. Cause sometimes I would just be like, dude, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, I start getting into like the scarcity mindset of like, dude, what the fuck's going on? And like, my mind goes wild. But thanks. That means that's good to hear.
What are you doing for your mindset every day, motherfucker?
So what I've been doing now is, it's really cool. I'll show you real quick. I don't know if you can see it from the laptop, but there's a dock right there on the ocean.
Is this your new crib?
Yeah. Well, this is like the lounge area.
Oh, I was like, oh my God, that's huge as fuck.
Right? Shit, I wish this was my spot. But there's a dock over there. So every morning I wake up and I go to the dock, I sit by the water, and I like do some like gratitude, and I pray. I'm a Christian, so I like pray to God, and I start reading the Bible. And I've been trying to like build my relationship more with like God more, and like just trying to get my mindset right on there. And then I write some things down on my notes of like what I'm grateful for. And then after that, I just go do fasted cardio. And then that's just how I've been starting my day every morning. And then I eat breakfast and then boom, get to working.
I love that. Thank you for sharing.
Yes, sir.
Like have something in the middle of the day where you can come back and like ground yourself if you need to. Maybe it's like in the middle of the day, you like spend like 5 minutes in gratitude or something. It's like, sounds like you got your morning routine on lock. So like you have the mindset of a king. You just need to keep it,
Thank you, man. Thank you. Sounds good.
I appreciate you, bro. I'll see you soon. Peace. Mr. fucking Drew 911 Fit. What's up, brother? You made it.
What's going on, brother? How you doing?
Fucking best day of my life, brother. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad to be here, man.
Hell yeah. I'm glad you made it into the program, bro. Fucking smart move. How can I serve you today?
Yeah,
Tell me a win first.
Win was I got 3 clients within the last 4 days. And I guess my question right now is, obviously I'm new to the program, trying to go through content mastery, get everything dialed in on that aspect. Can you give me some like solid like KPIs or like non-negotiables that I should be focusing on like on a weekly basis? Because I work really good with like structure. Like if you tell me, hey, Drew, do this, I'm going to get it done.
Yep. So in terms of like overall everything or just content or like, what are you looking for?
Yeah, just like, I mean, I don't know if that's too broad of a question, but yeah, like everything like that. Hey, I want you to send 50 DMs a day. I want you to send, book 5 calls a week, or you know what I mean? Like just something I can store.
Yep. So I'll tell you what the bare minimum standards, you're going to hear this in the coaching portal anyways, but it's in my brain. So I'll just tell you, bare minimum standards would be 5 calls a week, absolute minimum 5 calls a week. And so in order to do 5 calls a week, you're going to need to be posting on social media. I would say 5 to 7 times a week minimum. I think you're already doing that, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. The next thing I would say is an absolute non-negotiable is 2 to 3 social proof posts in your story every single day. And I'd showcase, highlight client results, whether that's your own results, client results, whatever, but documenting social proof in your Instagram stories every single day. Third thing that would be a non-negotiable is twice a week, every week, you're going to do a call to action. On Sunday, you're going to do a hard call to action. Like I'm looking for 5 men that want to lose 10 pounds in the next 30 days in the language of your own avatar. If that's you, vote here. And then Thursday, you're going to do a soft call to action. An example would be like, what do you struggle with more, diet, exercise, or mindset? Like that's like an example of a soft call action. So that's Thursday. DMs per day. You've got a pretty decent sized following, if I remember correctly. How many followers do you have?
About 15K.
Yeah, so I'd be sending 50 a day, bare minimum.
Okay.
50 a day, and I would send them in the morning. Because if you
Okay.
send them in the morning, then you can have the conversation throughout the day. And the last thing that I think would be a non-negotiable for the level that you're at, because you've got 15,000 followers, so you got an audience, would be 3 live streams a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That plus finishing content mastery plus finishing sales mastery is more than enough homework to help you start making a lot more money.
Okay, cool. And on average, how long are the live streams?
I would say 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say 15 to 20 minutes. You can go longer if you want, but I would say like 15 to 20 would be an ideal length to shoot for.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. Appreciate you, man.
Cool. Is there anything else that I can help you with? Or are you just happy to be here? Things are going well. You're signing clients.
I'm ready to get after it, man. So yeah, I'm happy to be here. So thank you.
What was your highest month before joining us?
My highest was 14.
Okay. What did you finish at this month?
This month I'll be a little over 10, maybe like 10.2 or 10.4.
I want to beat your record before the end of the year. I'm just letting you know. I want to beat it this month for Black Friday.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
Let's go, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for trusting us. Get it.
Appreciate it.
Peace. Danny motherfucking Hartman. What is up, brother?
Hey, what's up, Brian? Hey, well, first of all, good news. So I think I just joined this 10K Academy this month and had a record month. So I'm at 13K.
Boom. First month in, 13,000. I like that.
Yeah. So I was kind of like, I joined CLA in June. I had I was making 5 to 8K since then. So October 13th. So yeah, I'm super happy. I've been working my ass off, just implementing everything, but I still have a lot to learn, obviously. So my question is, I guess speaking to my avatar, I was, I'm struggling with that because I train both males and females.
Yep.
And obviously males and females oftentimes have different goals, like language is different, like females want to tone, males want to get jacked. My content is definitely not like hitting hard. I feel like it's slowly building. So yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to talk to my people, and I know I don't have a ton of inflections in my voice, so improving tonality is something I'm working on too, or thinking about. So yeah, just feedback around that, man. I love it.
Yep. Who are the majority of your clients? Is it like 50-50 men, women?
85% female, and that's who I prefer to train. So yeah, I mean, I've been thinking about switching over to just like training females only, like just make that my avatar, but I was hesitant about making that change. So yeah.
Yeah. So based on the fact that like 85% of your clients are female, I would lean into it hard.
Okay.
And the reason I would lean into it hard is because it's already who's coming to you anyways. So which tells me that like your like energy, like some people attract male clients because of their energy. Some people attract female clients because of their energy. I was the dude that attracted a lot of women as well.
Yeah.
For some reason, most of my clients were women. So I would lean into that hard, especially because you're still early, Danny. Like we've got 259 posts on your Instagram. And so you're still early, which means that it would be like pretty easy for you to make the switch. And like, dude, you make a switch, you start using more specific language, and all of a sudden one of these videos pops off. And now when women come to your page, they want to follow you because most of your content's for them. So if I had your business and I had to make a decision, I would be leaning into my female clients because that's what 85% of my client base is already.
Do you think I should change like my avatar on my bio is 30, I help 30-plus-year-olds shed fat and build muscle. Do you think I should change that to I help 30-plus-year-old females, or just leave it as is?
I would change it all. I would look at your avatar statement. I would change your avatar statement. As you're doing content mastery, there's going to be some stuff on helping you create your avatar. And I would use the avatar of females. And I would also lean on some of the best clients that you currently have. And I would ask yourself what their character traits are. And I would identify what those are. And then I would create a new avatar worksheet. I'd create a new avatar statement, and then I'd start creating content for that avatar. And it's not like every single piece of content, in my opinion, needs to be like, if you're a woman, blah, 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 because you're still going to post your own personal story and your own documentation. But I would like start leaning into it with like 50 to 60% of my content for sure.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. I mean, I'm slammed. I'm busy. I've got like 43 clients right now, and I'm just chipping away at that content mastery, and got a challenge running next month, and my Facebook group for my clients doing lives every week. So yeah, chipping away, man. But it's been going well, and I guess yeah, like so you did say that you said that I should hone in on females and actually
Yep.
change my bio and change my avatar. Okay,
Yeah. All of the above. Yes.
got you. Okay, well that helps a lot.
Cool.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
I appreciate you, dude. I'm super happy to hear that the first month in the 10K was a record breaking month. Fuck yes. That means you're on the right
Definitely.
path.
Thank you.
Let's go, brother. Talk to you soon.
Thanks. Bye.
Peace. Gabrielle, what's up?
Hello, how are you?
Best day of my life. How are you?
Fantastic, fantastic. I'm good. I'm good. My wins this week. Well, my challenge is now complete, and so I'm really excited that all of the coaches and trainers that were in my challenge, they all signed up in full. So
Cool. How many was
that's
there?
awesome. 3, and then I had 2 express that they actually want to be coaches as well.
Cool.
So
Love that.
5 in my challenge have all either been coaches or want to be coaches, which I'm really excited about. And then yesterday, my client ended up doing a photo shoot that I got to be a part of, and she's actually submitting into a magazine this week. So that's really cool as well. Really excited about that.
Love that.
But yeah, so I have some questions right now. I'm in a position where, like, okay, I am pretty much 100,000% decided that this is what I want to do. Like, I really do want to work specifically with coaches. I'm a little bit confused with some of the advice that I'm getting because, like, I mean, you've helped me, you've given me like advice and steps to take, but then I'm also getting some conflicting advice where I'm being told like it's not a good idea. So I feel like I'm in this position where I'm like kind of half in, half out because I'm confused about what I need to do. So I'm just in like I don't want to do anything else. There's nothing else that I want to do. There's nobody else that I want to work with. Like I genuinely believe that if I do this, like it is going to blow up.
Yep.
I just don't know what to do because I'm confused.
What do you mean? What's your question? I'm confused too.
So like I was told that it wasn't a good idea
Mhm.
in one of the calls, and so I just I just don't know what to do. Like I really want to do this. I'm scared because I'm being told if it's not a good idea. Like I don't even know how to like ask my question. I'm honestly just confused.
I told Kirsten that starting a low ticket business was a shitty idea too.
Oh,
I told her when Kirsten was my client and she wanted to do low ticket. And I said, that's a horrible idea. And I said, you should only do high ticket because you've got a big audience and you should only work with people that are going to pay you a lot of money.
yeah.
And she didn't listen. And now she has a high ticket business. I also told Janelle. I told Janelle, she told me she wanted to hit $100,000 a month. And I said, you'll never hit $100,000 a month if you're doing low ticket. And she proved me wrong. So like, you don't need anyone's fucking permission to do what you want to do. We're like, it's our job to give you advice, and our advice is based on our perspective.
Yeah.
And so like, I'm going to tell you what I see, and coaches are going to tell you what they see. And like, it's like, take what's useful, discard what's not, and make your own decisions. You're a fucking boss. We are your guides. We are not your fucking dictators. So like, we can give you advice, and you can take that and you can be like, okay, I understand. I'm doing it anyways. Like you don't have to receive and implement every single piece of advice you get. You're a fucking boss. So if you know what to do, don't ask my permission. Don't ask another coach's permission. Fucking do it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You don't need my permission to do
Makes me
anything.
feel a lot better. I've
You don't
been
do
like
it?
so stressed out because I'm like, I genuinely believe in this.
Then don't
Like-
ask for my permission to do it. Just fucking do it. If you want to do it, then do it.
Oh, okay, that makes me feel so much better. I feel like I just took like the biggest exhale ever.
There's a lot of people that have fucking taken advice that I'm like, that's a fucking, I'll show you another one because it's funny as fuck. Megan Nunes. Megan Nunes told me that she wanted to start her own app. And I literally laughed in her face. And she's like, why are you laughing? I was like, because Megan, you have 60,000 followers. I'm like, so if you want to have your own app, you need to have 1 million. You're not even fucking close. She has 1.5 million followers now.
Yeah.
And we still laugh about that conversation. She's like, remember that fucking time that you told me? It's like, if you feel convicted and you feel like this is something you want to do, then stop asking for permission and do it.
I feel so convicted. I'm like, there's literally nothing else I want to do. I'm like, I fucking hate my business right now. Like, I don't want this to grow. Like, if I lose clients, I'm relieved. That's a problem. I'm like I really believe in this. So
You're an adult.
okay. I don't even think I have any other questions. I think that just answered everything.
Cool.
I do have one more question. So now that my 6-week challenge is done, actually, okay, what does making this transition look like? Is it more of like a drip effect? Is it something that you think I should like just put experimental pieces of content in as I go and kind of just see the response and like test the waters? Or because I don't think it needs to be aggressive. I don't think I need to like aggressively shift over and be like, nah, like fuck all you guys, I'm not working with you anymore. Like, I don't think I need to do that.
I think you just answered your own question.
Okay. So like a drip effect. Okay.
You're funny. I'm just giving you permission. I'm not saying
That's
anything.
all I needed. That's literally all I needed.
I think you have the fucking answer. I think you already know what you need to do.
Okay. Okay, so I'll do that. Okay, and then actually lastly, so now that my challenge is over, what do you suggest that I do next?
In terms of what, marketing?
Yeah.
That's a very broad fucking question. What do you mean?
Yeah, that's a good point. Fair. Like, what is my next move to bring in income?
Okay. So you told me that you want to start attracting trainers that are looking to get their body back, correct?
Yeah.
So you need to start figuring out who the fuck that person is, and you need to start creating content that speaks to them. And that should be the only focus you have right now.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be the like that. That's it. That's what you need to do. If those are the types of clients you want to attract, and that's the commitment that you're making, then that's what I would focus on.
Okay. So don't put out like any hard CTAs or anything like that. Like no challenges, no giveaways, no like.
You don't have to do a challenge, but I would definitely do I would start posting content that's resonating with them specifically. I would
Okay.
still continue to do CTAs because you need to make money. So I would not deviate from like a marketing schedule that we've recommended in the 10K mastermind because like obviously it's working. And every 6 weeks I would do some sort of like, whether that's like a 4-day challenge, 14-day challenge, whatever you just finished up. So near the end of November, like Black Friday, like after Black Friday, I would do something maybe in the start of December or right before Black Friday. But for now,
Okay.
like I would just focus on creating content that's going to attract your new avatar, your new niche.
Okay. Okay, cool. Is there something that you would suggest doing after a challenge? Like what would be the best thing to do after? Because I did the challenge, I launched that, and then I immediately did the giveaway on my birthday, and then I haven't run anything since.
Yep. So you just finished up your challenge right now, and you spent 6 weeks doing it.
Yeah.
Okay. So like you could launch something in terms of like quote unquote lead gen strategy, like in terms of like, cause it's if the theory I just gave you is every 6 weeks you can do a challenge. So you just finished up your 6-week challenge. So you could do something if you wanted to, like a masterclass or a 4-day challenge or something to start off the month 100%. It's like, what's the best thing to do right after the challenge? I don't view marketing as a start and stop. I view marketing as addition to a system. So like when I'm doing a masterclass, there's like, I might promote for it for a week, but it's not like I do something really special after the masterclass. I post 3 times a day, every day, 7 days a week, go live 5 times a week, record 5 podcasts. That's just like the consistent thing that I do. And then anything that I do on top of that is just bonus. So I view the 6-week challenge as like a bonus, but it's like, you should still do your day-to-day shit. Like the day-to-day stuff just does not change. It's still the same. Like those are your constants. And then the marketing strategies every 6 weeks is just an addition to what you're already doing. Does that make sense? So that's why it's like, there's not necessarily like a best thing to do right after a challenge. The only thing that I would do after the challenge that might be like a value add would just be reaching out to every single person that did the challenge and asking them for a testimonial so you can market it on your social media. But other than that, like there's not like something that's the best thing to do right after the challenge.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
That makes sense. So it's basically like up to me, like if I want to do a masterclass or a 14-day or a 4-day or
correct,
whatever.
Yep.
Okay. Sounds good. You answered I don't even have nothing else. That's it. Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
I feel so much better.
Good. I hope you have the best day of your entire life. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. You too.
Bye. So Turner Swan put up his hand after 30 minutes, but he's like, bro, I don't have a question. I just want to fucking share a win. So I'm here for that energy, bro. What's up?
All right. So I've been quiet like the last like month or so because I just got married this month. So I just
congratulations. That's amazing.
So I just want to there's this little note. It's from the event. Like it's the Weston Galleria sticky note, but it says my morning mantra. I've been doing it like every day since the event, and it says, I will hit 10K. I show up regardless of how I feel. I do not miss. I am the one who will change my family's lineage. I am infatigable and ruthlessly consistent. I will do whatever it takes to create the dream life for my family. I am the fucking one. I am him. And I created that because I was inspired on yours, and I just fucking hit 10K.
Yeah. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.
Your boy's gonna need a fucking sweater.
Let's fucking go, bro. I love that. I want to sit in that for a second. You manifested that.
Yeah.
You manifested
recited that. Every morning when I woke up, I say that, like, first thing, I recite it 3 days or 3 times in a row. So I just wanted to share that win because that's fucking huge for me because I started my online coaching with another mentor back in January. We started in March. So not like 9 months, not even a year in, I just fucking hit 10K.
How does that feel?
It's good, man. And now my mindset is like, I'm already thinking of like what I want to say at the next event. So.
Bro, yes. Fuck yes. Fuck yes. That makes me so happy. And like, guys, when Turner came into the program, like he was struggling to grow. He was struggling to grow. And we had some vulnerable conversations. So the fact that you fucking crushed that goal, like literally, 5-6 months in, makes me super fucking happy, bro. I'm super proud of you. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you, bro.
Let's fucking go. Naima, can we get this man a sweater, please? My EA here is here. Her name's Naima. She does all my hard work for me. Naima, I appreciate you. Okay, guys, I thank you so much for sharing, Turner. That was the best way to end the podcast. I feel fucking great now. I hope you guys all have the best day of your entire lives. Thank you for being my clients. And I'll see you guys next week on PodChats. Much love. Talk soon.
Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Hopefully you got some value. If you did, and you want to learn more about how me and my team can help you scale your online fitness business to $10,000 a month, DM me 10K on Instagram at TheRealBrianMark for more information, and I'll reach out to you to see if I can help you grow an online coaching business.